Don't be scared of the change. Scared to be the new kid.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Lily Jane here, back with another music reaction. Today, guys, I'm going to be reacting to Dax and Tom MacDonald Propaganda. But before I get into that, y'all, I wanted to let you know, I didn't go shoot this week. YouTube's just been testing me and been blocking every other video, it feels like. So if you guys want access to the content you didn't get to see this week because YouTube wanted to be a butt munch, it's over on my Patreon, y'all. $4 a month, you get access to my block content. I post one every Wednesday. I want to start doing it more frequently. I haven't decided yet. But it has just been a war recently, y'all. I haven't been ignoring y'all. It's just I literally have been fighting with YouTube. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I actually post screenshots on when the videos get blocked and everything that happens. So if you guys aren't following me over there, you are missing out. Everything is down in the description, y'all, for the Instagram, Patreon, a few other cool things. So check that out in the bottom. Link down below. But let's go ahead and get into this reaction, y'all, because I did a poll over my Instagram and an overwhelming amount of you guys wanted me to react to this. See, you guys, missing out. You could have been a part of this poll. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey, Daryl. You good, bro? You ain't picking up calls, dog. What's wrong, man? Daryl, you good? Hey, Daryl.
Don't lose yourself.
Okay, I know there's some symbolism with that guy with the big ears. I'm not sure what it is, but if I had to guess, though, I think it's because, like, all you're listening to is the propaganda, meaning, like, your ears are big, you're always listening to it. But that was crazy, like, how they just did the TV going into him and his eyes only being tuned into the propaganda on the news. That was some next level. That was cool.
And all I see is propaganda, propaganda. 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 Yeah, united we stand, divided we fall. New Year's Eve, they've been dropping the ball. Independent, how we dead in the game. We don't write to the sound of applause. Hidden truth, dotted lines, ain't never signed, stood and remain the boss. In a world that is full of facades, where if you speak, you get nailed to a cross. I won't be.
Damn, okay, he said there's hidden truths where something, I think in the clause side in the bottom, I think he's talking about, like, in terms and conditions, there's tons of hidden things that you don't know you're signing up with. And the only people that really take the time to read those things tend to be like lawyers and stuff to get you out of binds because of contracts that you didn't read. So I think that's crazy that he put that bar in there, and already coming off the gate he said the bar too about them being independent and they don't work for applause. I thought that was pretty intense too, and I am loving so much this R&B Dax. I love his singing voice.
Sign stood and remain the boss. In a world that is full of facades, where if you speak, you get nailed to a cross. I won't be silent, I am outspoken. I am the product of pain, so when you see my name, no fame could never break down a brain that is already broken. Every wound is a paid devotion. They fill words as I purge emotion. Scabs tear as I drop hits that bleed lied from demonic omens. The system decides we spend and we buy, while most of our time is spent in bed. The dreams we have all stay inside. We sleep and wake and live with regret. The price of life is half the cost. The price of fame could cost your head. If infamy is what you seek and propaganda is what you spread.
Okay, that was some next level stuff too, because everyone just started videotaping him because he was speaking some truth and everyone was hating against him, and that was powerful. That really was. And it shows how intimidating it can be when people start doing that to you, and like how Dax just wanted to get out of the area. Like it's weird seeing this actually happening, because we know it happens all the time, but you never see it in real time. And I don't know, it gives me weird vibes.
Fame could cost your head if infamy is what you seek, and propaganda is what you spread. Propaganda, propaganda, and all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. saw that everything we say is racist, then blood will change it, that's what happens. Y'all need balance. Y'all need blacks and whites and lefts and rights to stop the madness. They planned it. It's Trump or Biden, we all been divided right in the streets. Elections always been rigged. I ain't surprised when somebody cheats.
Damn, okay. Yeah, I can't believe he's going there. And when elections happen, y'all, there are so many things I didn't understand. I will say during the election time, I don't think I've ever been more scared in my life. Because, one, all the propaganda you were seeing feeding into the fire that, you know, a holy war was essentially coming. And it was just like terrifying. It truthfully was terrifying. And not only that, with the mail-in ballots, there are so many things. Like, y'all, at the time I was working as a telemarketer, and I heard so many people, like, we end up talking about the election on the phone call, and they would say, you know, I have my dead grandma's mail-in ballot and I'm sending it in and I'm making sure I get extra votes and stuff like that. So I know things like that were actually happening. So it's like that election was strange. Like, all of it was strange. Like, even one of my friends, she had where she registered to vote. She's one of those people that does everything by the book and double checks at times 12. And when she was doing that, it was over in Nevada, her vote actually got recanted because of something with an address, but she verified beforehand everything was good before she even went to the polling office to make sure she had everything right, because that's just how she is. She's going to make sure it's done right. And she ended up having to contact a bunch of other people to even figure out what happened, and it was a crazy thing. And so her vote never even got counted. And then I remember too, when election was going down, Trump was in the lead, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, it was like we went to bed and the next morning Biden suddenly blew Trump out of the water. There's so many questions I had. And also too, when the Capitol Hill riot happened, this is what made me know that propaganda is insane in America. I just came home from work. I was actually already really nervous about everything going on related to the election. And my mom, she called me and she was like, have you been, like, you know, paying attention to what's been going on? And I was already watching the news, and the news was painting it like it was some crime fest. Everyone and their cousin was bleeding out, guns everywhere. And my mom's like, here. And she sent me a link to someone actually doing a live stream from their GoPro there. And y'all, want to talk about shock? It was probably one of the most peaceful things I've ever seen. People were just around, and like the cops were pushing them back with like forces and all types of stuff, and like most of the people weren't even doing anything. Like 99%. I mean, you know, you got a few bad apples doing some dumb shit, but on the live stream, I didn't see any of them doing anything dumb. And that's why I was like so confused on why the news was painting it like it was a massacre, when seeing it from the live stream angle, it was nothing like that. So it just shows you how the media wants to put their own spin on things. I actually sat there. I was so devastated that night. I was so freaked out because I'm like, has my whole life been a lie? What's real? What's fake? It was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life, like for real.
For Biden, we all been divided right in the streets. Elections always been rigged. I ain't surprised when somebody cheats. All I see is pentagrams of the propaganda, but our priority's the vaccine. It ain't hard.
Okay, I'm not gonna let that one fly. Don't, I heard pentagram, and you're implying that it's used for violence. Tom, I love you, but that was an ignorant one. You're using that as like a satanic panic, Motley Crue era type thing, and that frustrates me. Because if y'all know, pentagram is actually Wiccan. It's a mystical symbol, and it actually has some roots in Christianity. Y'all, I love religion, and I love researching it and understanding it because I just want to understand more people's perspective. So I have a lot of knowledge on this. So that really grinds my gear that Tom's even he's doing a little bit of misinformation there by saying the pentagram's evil. I'm just saying, no, the pentagram is not evil. I don't like that.
I ain't surprised when somebody cheats. All I see is pentagrams of the propaganda, but our priority's the vaccine. It ain't hard for wolves to find a flock when the sheep are fast asleep. Too many people.
What? That bar was crazy.
Priority's the vaccine. It ain't hard for wolves to find a flock when the sheep are fast asleep. Too many people lack character. Too many journalists scaring you. Too many pencils attempting to rewrite the Constitution. They probably gonna tear it up. I love the country, but I don't trust the people taking care of us. We went to bed with the American dream. We woke up in Nightmerica. And all I see.
Nightmerica. Yep. That was legendary. I really, really like that. Tom, as a feature on here, loved Dax, but he kind of stealing the show. The bars that he had, great. And the whole message behind this song is just wonderful. I'm just glad they're actually writing this so you can actually start a conversation about it. Because like I said, I'm skeptical of everything I see. I research to the point where I got like abstracts, cross references, the whole freaking 9 yards, just to make sure the points are valid, because it's very important in my life to, go by scientific fact. And it's hard though when the sources are so crowded these days and everyone's paying to be put on the top of the Google page. Like sometimes, y'all, if you Google an answer, just because Google says that's the answer doesn't mean that's actually accurate. It's for whoever pays to be at that top spot or comes up based on SEO rankings. So even sometimes when you think you're getting the right information, you're not, and that's why you got to do research. And it's hard to believe just what anyone says on the internet, especially when it's speculation. So I'm glad they're seriously doing this.
Constitution, they probably gonna tear it up. I love the country, but I don't trust the people taking care of us. We went to bed with the American dream, we woke up in Nightmerica. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda. Propaganda. And all I see is propaganda.
Alright, y'all. So that one, I like it because I like the style of like the R&B vibe that they had there and the emotional strings it was pulling at you. And as an independent artist, you gotta master emotions. If you can't master emotions, you're not going to really go anywhere without a label pushing you, because if you can't get a rise out of people, whether it be anger, sadness, happiness, you're not going to make it. The whole thing about being successful is you got to connect with your community, and Dax and Tom nail it on the head. He gives us exactly what we're looking for, guides us to new places of understanding, and I am just here for it to have these beautiful, incredible free thinkers in our realm, because we need them to start the conversation, because no one else will. Like they said, both of them have said in the past that being an independent rapper gives you the privilege to talk about what you please, and that's how they could spread these messages. And I just hope to God they always stay independent, because man, they are out here changing the world with music like this, and I'm just thankful this track happened. But alright guys, thank you again for watching another one of my videos. Leave down in the comments some other stuff you'd like me to check out. Thank you again for watching, y'all, and have a great day.